David, thank you for being here with us. This is an amazing opportunity that we have to really understand DSS Plus 360. Before we go into what is DSS 360, I would like to know a little bit about you. Who are you, David?
Thank you, Alfredo. Pleasure to be here. So, David Pereira, based out of Rio de Janeiro. I have the honor and the duty of leading the digital group for DSS for the past couple of years. I've been with DSS for the last 7 and in consulting for about 26 years. So passionate about innovation and technology and solving problems. So good mix there.
Thank you, David, for being here with us and sharing with our followers. And I would like to start with DSS 360 as a platform. How should our clients really think about it? How does it change the way we deliver results?
Great question, Alfredo. I have been talking a lot about this with our teams and clients recently as we are talking more about DSS Plus 360. First of all, DSS is not a software company, right? So they shouldn't see this as another software or as a platform that they can just subscribe and use. It's better to think about it as the embodiment of the DSS knowledge. What we did here first was to give our consultants a tool, a support really to do their work better, faster, with more confidence, with more access to the DSS knowledge. So what we did was really codify this 55 plus years of knowledge that DSS has from the ground, from the field into this tool, into this platform. It has the DSS methods, procedures, and now a transformation capabilities, all supported by the new AI capabilities that we have been seeing growing more and more recently, right? So it's first and foremost something that helps our consultants be more effective when we are doing what we typically do with our clients, that is help transforming their safety culture and being more attentive or clear about the risk. And as we do so, of course, our clients can then keep using this as we finish the project, which is always something that we heard. Once we close the project, once we finish the transformation, traditionally, our clients always came back to us to say, okay, so how do I keep this? How do I maintain what you guys started here? And now there is this codified platform that they can keep using and keep the consistency on what we started with them. So it's a bit more than a platform in that way.
I think it's a great insight because it not only provides us to go deeper into the data analytics, but it's also a way to use the data that our clients are providing without replacing their system, without having to go through a whole entire IT transformation. It's really a way to get the benefit without having to go with all the struggle of the IT normal infrastructure projects.
That is spot on, and that is a key point. That was something that we were very careful and very intentional about. We didn't want to replace the softwares, the investments that our clients had made on systems, but really leverage all the data that is collected, cleanse, enhance, classify, provide benchmark so we can give them insights. And by doing so, we were really maximizing the return on investments on those tools that they already have without creating all the friction that is bringing another tool to the equation there.
Making things easy for our clients and creating that impact and that benefit that not only happens during, but also after our delivery is concluded. As you were answering this question, you mentioned the era of AI, and I think every leader around the world today is either concerned, talking about AI. How do you see AI working alongside our experts with DSS 360?
I see it really as an aid, as an augmentation of our capacity. If you think about the DSS typical expert consultant, they have been on the industries for many years, working on the ground, working on the corporate offices. So they have a very deep experience that when we pair that with the power of AI to codify, to raise signals, we we explode the capacity that these experts can have and the impact that they can have in our clients. So beautiful combination when we pair this with the experts. One thing that we have been hearing a lot these days is about the concept of cognitive offloading and cognitive surrender, right? So how do you offload part of your understanding and capacity of processing elements? Is it's always a concern. I think AI there plays an amazing role to augment, like calculators once did, like computers initially did. Every time there will be a challenge or a concern on how dependent we are about that. And we are always finding the balance on how can we trust, how can we leverage that new capacity while we still keep the knowledge of how is it working and what is it doing. And the cognitive surrender, that is how much of your decision making you surrender to the AI, is the other challenge. And again, I think if you have a clear process, if you have a good understanding of what is happening, there are many things that you can even automate the decision to AI. So small processes, small decisions. We are seeing a agentic AI. We are seeing all these bots being created. They can automate and make decisions on your behalf, provided that you put the guardrails and you put the right protections in place. Again, the trick is not to surrender everything or surrender the ethical decisions or the more complex decisions. So these two concepts are being discussed a lot. So I believe it's a good combination of human and machine. And as long as you balance how much you offload and how much you surrender, there's a lot that you can improve on what we do today.
Powerful, and it ties to our methodology. Innovation is in the integration. There are things that AI helps us, but how do we keep that human element and integrate it with everything that we're doing? David, one last question. How does it work across industries?
So the methodology that we use for that, of course, has a central aspect on how you identify risks, how do you manage both occupational risks and process safety risks. So the fundamentals of how do you manage risk and how do you transform behaviors, the Bradley curve, that works across industries, right? So that is common, and that is what is codified, and that is what is there. What the platform helps us do, as I said before, is through that codification of the knowledge and through right now we have more than 23 million data points that are curated, classified, and organized by the DSS knowledge. We can now bring a deep view of each industry. So take mining, for example. What are the top risks that we have in mining across the whole value chain? If I'm talking about an open pit mine, an underground mine, if I'm talking about iron ore or copper, what are the typical risks that we as a firm throughout this 55 plus years of experience have identified that are the most critical risks? And with that, what are the controls? What are the barriers that exist that are more effective than others? What are the critical ones? So by bringing that industry deep knowledge paired with the cross methodology that applies to all industry, we can make a very powerful intervention or analysis through any given industry, right? So this catalog of risks we have across all the industries that we have been serving. So our consultants can quickly provide to our clients, if they have already a very good view of their risks, benchmark view of, okay, do I have all the critical ones mapped? For those that I have mapped, do I have the right controls? Are they effective? What is happening in terms of incidents or observations? Are they linked to these risks, or am I just doing the proactive checklist, maybe in a check in the box type of exercise rather than really focusing on the critical risks? So when we combine all of that, we can really provide them a view of if they are looking at the critical points, if they're really seeing the critical risks, and we can make it very tangible to whatever industry that we are working with.
David, you have highlighted so much, but as a way to summarize it in my own words, DSS 360 is a flexible platform that integrates to our clients' existing platform. It's not replacing, it's augmenting their potential. AI and human element integrate together, augmenting our capability of subject matter experts. And you also share with us the idea that 360, DSS plus 360 is across all industries, breaking silos and sharing knowledge from industries that can help others do their job even better and protect themselves from risk. What an amazing platform. So thank you very much, David, for sharing this powerful message with our audience today. Until next time.